How do we get into this? And interestingly enough, they began enslaving Northern Europe and taking those slave populations and selling them into the Persian Empire in exchange for this technology and these goods. But then something remarkable happens, and that is they start to succeed in actually conquering chunks of land. They conquer part of northern France. They will conquer England twice. They do it, lose it, and get it back. Right? The first time they capture it is under Canute the Great, and then the second time they capture it is under William the Conqueror. But one of the things that happens to the Vikings as they're conquering, by the way, they invented Russia. The Vikings invented Russia. The word Russia is a Viking word. It's from Rus, R-U-S. And what had happened was the Rus were a Viking tribe that had gotten hired by what are today Ukrainian lords, to create order in the area. The Rus show up, they beat everybody up, they create order, right? And then they realize, why are we submitting to these Ukrainians? We're taking over. And the next thing you know, the Rus are ruling Ukraine, the original Russia, and before you know it, they create Russia. And then now today, Ukraine wants nothing to do with Russia. The irony is too weird. A group of these Vikings end up in Barbados, which you know today is Saragossa. It's in Spain. It's on the Ebro River. It's in northern Spain. And the Vikings took it from the Arabs. When the Vikings conquered northern France, they dumped their Viking languages and switched over to French. When the Vikings did the Rus thing, they dumped that and they switched over to Russian, right? Because the peasants were too uneducable. You couldn't teach them Swedish. So you just learned their language. It was easier. Well, when they end up in northern Spain capturing this Muslim town from the Muslims, the next thing you know, the Vikings are dressed like Muslims, they're talking like Muslims, they're adopting Muslim society, and eventually they get it in their head, why stop here, let's keep going, and they go, and in 1050 they conquer Sicily. Hrothgar, the Viking, Hrothgar, the Norman, you know him as Roger the First. He conquers Sicily. They decide, because the Muslims owned Sicily, Arabic was the dominant language in Sicily at the time, they decide to adopt Arabic ways. The coins that are minted by the descendants of Hrothgar, by the descendants of Roger I, right up until Henry VI, there were a few Sicilian kings. The coins on one side have Latin, on the other side have Arabic. So these guys are Catholic Vikings ruling Arabic Sicily, which, by the way, was a multi-ethnic place to begin with. There were Greeks, and there were Phoenicians, and there were Romans, and then the Arabs came, and they sort of mingled with them. Now there's Vikings running around Sicily, and just adding another weird nation into the mix. And the Vikings, by the way, start marrying into German royal families, and the next thing you know, there's like, Sicily is basically ruled by these Germans who are mixed Viking and mixed German, and it's very complicated. In the mix, this guy comes about. His name is Frederick the Second, not the Great. That's a different guy. Frederick II. Friedrich II. Friedrich spoke Latin, French, Sicilian. It was 6 languages, Arabic and 2 other languages. He read Arabic texts. He conducted scientific experiments because he had learned from Arabic. He had learned from the Arabic text that he was reading the scientific method. He embraced this Arab civilization, and he began advancing it